Alright, hey, hi, hello. How's it going, guys? My name is ZetaRayZod, and welcome back to another Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Now, before I begin, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell icon to stay up to date on all my latest videos. So, last we left off, we kind of went down to Natsume-san's room to have a look around. We found a bit of evidence there that might be useful. It's kind of this. Secondhand book receipt. It's kind of like the time and the date that he was there when he bought those books. I feel like that might be important later on. And we also saw Sherlock Holmes, and he kind of mentioned that the landlord upstairs, Mr. Garrett, is kind of suspicious, based on like the surrounding area. And I mean, like, I kind of said so as well. And so, you know, he went off on his usual deduction thing, and it's not completely accurate, so we helped him with the first one, which was the place was a mess, and that's not because of the lion, which Sherlock Holmes thought it was, but it's because of his wife. And as we find out, the wife is actually the maid. So we're moving on to the second deduction. I can't remember what it was specifically, but we'll find out. Now, Mr. Garrett, it is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Oh, the wife. It's not about the wife. Indeed, in that blithe post, the distress his loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. It's not, it's a slap on his face. Mr. Schultz is quite something. He's still calling Mr. Garrett's wife a beast. Yeah, he's quite something. She's right there. He's like, she's a beast. Yeah, as a woman, that feels rather uncomfortable. Mrs. Garrett standing beside her husband as we speak. In other words, he hasn't lost his beloved at all, has he? Oh, how true. So perhaps that supporting arm that seems to be propping up his head has some other significance then. According to Mr. Schultz, Mr. Garrett's pain is tangible though. What could that pose of his really signify? It's a slap on his face. You could tell when he was like at a certain angle there. You could see a slap cheek. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you feel will be revealed by that slapped cheek. Damn. She didn't even slap him. If you slap him, it'd be like that. She kind of like pushed him like that. Good. Damn. That's her handprint. Holy shit. She kind of smacked him like that. On his face like that. Jesus. It's like a palm press. That wasn't a slap. She was throwing hands. And of course, the deliverer of that impressive mark on your cheek that refuses to fade was you, Madam Joan Garrett. Well, yes. Well, yes. I remember the voice I gave her. It's kind of like pompous and high. You've been desperate to hide that slam mark on your cheek, sir. Ow! How the blazes? How did you work that out, man? Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, my dear fellow. I mean, I figured it out, not you. That's why you haven't looked directly at us even once. To keep your other side from view. Well, Now, let us proceed to the next conundrum. Why were you subjected to such a violent slap? In other words, we must ask ourselves what caused Madame Garrett to fly into a rage. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Didn't Mr. Sholmes say that the bills were all for lion fodder? Yeah, but now we've established that the lion never existed. Which can only mean that the thing responsible for gobbling up all that food was Mr. Garrett's wife. Mr. Naruhodo, she's a person, not a thing. Yeah, well, she's also a person who gave her husband a mighty slap on the face. One so hard that it left a perfect hand mark, in fact. Yeah, why would a woman want to hit her husband with such force, I wonder? I'd love to know the answer to that question. It's not the bills. It's bookmark? It's not the bookmark, is it? Or is it the glass on the floor? Broken plate? Let's check the bookmark. Oh. Someone must be reading this book at the moment. There's a bookmark here, look. Mr. Gyarados clearly an avid reader. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this is a bookmark. Oh no, so it isn't. It's a note, written in a woman's hand. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. And look next to the signature here. Lip marks, made with lipstick. Oh, what a passionate and romantic gesture. Don't get any ideas, Sasato-san. Oh dear, sorry. So this bookmark's actually a love note then. Huh. It's the bookmark. Oh, sorry, it's the love note. Ooh. Yes, it is this love note that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed. Oh, she pissed. Perhaps the sender just note certain as Mary is the fly in the ointment here? Oh, damn, she hit him again.
But I don't know the Bolly woman.
You don't know her?
That note wasn't written for me. It's just in the book. I don't know how it got there.
Ooh, maybe it's for Natsume-san. It was just in there, you say? Oh, wait.
Oh, that's right. That's what I've been saying.
His name is John too, though. A likely story.
Now listen here, Joe, an old thing. I explained all the time at the time. I bought the book at a second-hand place, and that note must already be in there.
So the previous owner of the book was using the note as a bookmark, you say? What do you mean?
That's right. That's what I've been saying.
She's burning him. That's why she's pissed. A likely story.
For heaven's sake, woman, look at the name. It's written to James.
Oh, his name's John.
My name, in case you've forgotten, is John.
Likely story.
Are you questioning my name now?
Oh my. And there you have it. Arouse the suspicions of the female heart and you unleash a beast with a most ferocious bite. I just want to point out right now, digress a little bit, that it's not okay to hit someone, okay? Just because she's a woman, you know, it doesn't mean that she can hit somebody. And vice versa, definitely, I mean, the other way goes, especially, like, if you're a man, you shouldn't hit a woman. But I think we should look at the bigger picture in a sense where, another human shouldn't hit another human, period. You know? Especially if, you know, you're in, like, a relationship such as yours, which is marriage. You shouldn't hit each other. Just pointing that out, that's not a healthy thing to do. Even if he is accused of cheating, or vice versa, you know, should hit each other. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Oh, unimaginable! The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. Very expensive woolen carpet, if I am not mistaken. Oh, dearie me! What could have caused such a destructive outburst? Oh. This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eyes settle upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Kings. Jeez, it's a candle.
But surely Mrs. Scaredup didn't eat the carpet.
No, of course not. But there doesn't seem to be any doubt that the state of disarray that this room is in is a result of a wild temper.
No, that's true. So this is the last part of Mr. Shope's seduction that we need to fix. We need only to follow Mrs. Scaredup's gaze, and that will tell us the real answer.
Alright, let's see what we can see.
Yeah.
It's not the circus, it's the candlestick. Because it's a candle on the floor, so it's gotta be related, right?
And that's a fire mark. It's not someone eating the carpet.
Yes, to explain the dark state of the carpet, we need only look at the candlestick. Most illuminating, my dear fellow, and of course, the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth. Yes, the remnants of a ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give the truth away. Scorch marks? It would appear that this room was the scene of a little marital altercation. Mrs. Garrett's mighty arm muscles left an impression not only on her husband's face, but on the entire room. The force of a strike caused the candle to fall from the hole. That's not possible. It's just a game, but that's not possible. You can't slap someone hard enough that the candle moves. And in seconds, the carpet was alight and the whole corner of the room in flames.
Yes.
For the most ferocious beast in this world is neither a violent lion or a vengeful wind, but fire. And in this room, that ferocious beast bared its claws and ran amok. Eloquently put, my dear fellow. So you see, there's but one conclusion here. After the sparks of marital discord flew, this room was the scene of a fire. Oh shit, he's standing up.
Mr. Sholmes, sir, I salute you!
Whoa, 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 falling, 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 falling! He's so dramatic. Carpet scorched by a small fire. And why is he congratulating Sherlock Holmes? It's me. I corrected him. Elementary. My dear Watson. But I guess I'm Watson now. But then again, Watson was more of an observer. I seem to be like having a direct hand into this.
It's these dashed long winter nights, you know. Nothing to do but read in front of the fire. Luckily, there's a jolly good second-hand bookshop just around the corner. Buy all my old novels there.
And in the pages of one particular novel, you discovered some rather illicit material?
For which your wife admonished you harshly, it seems. Don't know about admonish. Demolish might be rather close to the mark. And beast is most certainly an atmosphere. Ah!
Here we go again. And the carpet? Was that destroyed by fire when a candle fell on the floor?
Afraid to say it was. Happened in a blink of an eye, you know. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing. I was caught between the old stick's rage and the raging flames.
You paint a torrid picture, sir. One that would have been most entertaining. But sympathy for you.
Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bally furniture started going up as well. We've had to hide the mess behind that screen for the time being. Over here, Mr. Garrett?
Well, you have nothing more to hide now, if you'll allow me. If you'll allow me. Oh boy.
Had all my favorite old novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, up in smoke.
Gosh.
Then the wife started hurling things at me. What a terrible sight it must have been. There was I, back up against the window under heavy enemy fire, incendiary books coming 10 to the dozen. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite, book called The Lion's Pride.
The Lion's Pride. Ah, yes, your notorious love of big cats coming through again.
I assure you, the title didn't influence my choice in the slightest.
So the poor man really did lose something dear to him as a result of the ferocious beast rampage, quote unquote.
Mr. Sholmes' deductions turned out to be correct once again.
It can only be described as the Great British Blunder. I mean, I helped a lot.
I tell you, it was total carnage. Flames everywhere and the old stick in full fettle.
Out of interest, what time of day was that?
Not sure I can remember. It was 2 days ago now. Let's see. Around 5 o'clock, I think. So at exactly the same time, as the terrifying incident was unfolding outside your window on the street below. Even more terrifying on the inside, I can assure you. The whole of Blighty could have been flattened out outside my window at that moment. And I wouldn't have noticed a dash thing. Oh, really?
You got something to say, Joan? Because it's because of the fog, right? Mr. Sholmes. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo. What can I do for you? Well, I think we got to the bottom of Mr. Garrett's situation now. But what does it have to do with Mr. Natsume's circumstances? I can't help you there, I'm afraid. What? My dear fellow, if you recall, I did say as much from the outset. I warned you that although I knew the retired army man to be hiding something, I could not be sure whether his secret would prove to be relevant or not. Just you're gonna say that. Now, Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't lose heart. Bear in mind that all things fall into one of only two categories, those relevant to the case and those not. That makes no sense to me. Well, no matter. It's of far greater importance that you make up your own mind now. Sorry? Visiting hours at the prison will soon be over. Oh no, is that time already?
If you're to accept Mr. Natsume's case, we have official paperwork to attend to.
So that's it. No more time to think. Do it. You know you're gonna do it. Perhaps you'd like to betake yourself to bidding us farewell now. I must prepare supper for Mr. Getup. Oh yes. So sorry.
Thank you both very much for your time.
Seki-san will be waiting for us. And I'm gonna have to give him an answer. Can I just say no? I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Naruhodo, but I'm afraid it's supper time now. I'll have to ask you to leave. Oh, yes, sorry.
If we linger too long, Mrs. Getup will start pouring tea again.
No one wants that. Alright, shall we go then? No doubt Saseki-san's beside himself in his cell, waiting for us to return. I can't afford to spend any longer making up my mind. I mean, what he said, we kind of already knew that there was a fog that was so thick that you can't really see. And I feel like that just emphasizing that point, just in case we might not notice it. But that's an important point in a sense where, like, you, it's hard to believe that anyone could have witnessed it. But hold on.
It's time, Mr. Naruhodo. We must hurry back to the prison.
Yeah, I know. Let's hail a car. Oh.
What's the matter?
Looks like something's going on over there in front of the Gyarudub's house. What the frick? I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. Who you calling old man, you rum-licking niminy-piminy? Who you calling old man? Maybe that's better, like Popeye. It does look like Popeye. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Who's this Horatio fellow, huh? What are you on about? It kind of reminds me, I don't know if you know One Piece, the anime, it kind of reminds me of Usopp. In the, like, the skin color, the kind of like the bumpy hair, and like the bag he has.
Excuse me.
Ah, what the? Who are you now?
I'm sorry, it just looked as though there might be some problem here. My associate here, Mr. Ryonosuke Naruhodo, is a lawyer, you see.
Ah, lawyer? What? If I can be of any assistance, I'd be happy to help. From Japan, but I've studied English law. Fine. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my way for today, but you mark my words. This ain't over yet. Whoa. That's cool. Get thee to a nunnery. Do I look like a blooming nun to you? God, that voice is hard to do. There's mistakes, but hopefully we won't see them again. We will. We definitely will.
I do hope you're not injured.
Oh, faced maiden, thou art so gentle. Thank you. What was that all about? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. I'm not Horatio either.
Forgive the inquiry, sir, but are you a lodger here? In the Getup residence?
Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so right. Yes, I do dwell in this humble abode. Mr. Getup mentioned that he had another lodger, didn't he? This must be the man. Do you happen to know the other lodger who lives on the first floor? Ah, yes, a gentleman named Natsume. Oh, more worthy of polemist in my battle of words, near could there be. Sorry, battle, did you say? Who is the stronger, Hamlet or Macbeth? Mr. Natsume and I spad. Spad, it's spad. Spad long into the night. I see. Hamlet or Macbeth? Wow, that's a tough one.
I don't fully understand, but it seems Mr. Natsume and this gentleman are acquaintances at least.
So fair maiden, so good gentleman. I can tarry here no longer. Fare thee well.
I didn't really understand him, but I think he's returned to his room.
Mr. he's unaware of what's happened to Mr. Natsume, so he can't really help us. With Saseki-san and that man as lodgers, the Garrett house is certainly full of eccentrics. Anyway, I'll go and find a carriage.
Yeah, I'm sure Mr. Natsume's eagerly awaiting our return.
Let's hope we can get to the prison before visiting hours are over. Boy, oh boy. Oh, there you are. What a jittery man. I wonder if he was a jittery man in real life. Just as a heads up, in case you missed that comment I made in a previous couple episodes, this guy's actually real. Natsume Soseki is actually a novelist, a Japanese novelist who's real. Now, other than that, I'm not really sure. I don't really know a lot more details. If you're interested, you can look him up. But I'm just wondering if he's really like jittery. It's you! Here! You came! Welcome, student Miss Naruto Esquire! I can't believe you came back! I'm so touched!
We're so sorry to have kept you waiting, Mr. Natsume.
Oh, no! Think nothing of it! Relax! If I'm a cat, I'll purr with pleasure at the company of such fine compatriots! Noble, nurturing, never failing Nipponese! I wonder why they call us Nipponese. I mean, in Japan, I get it. They call themselves Nippon. But wonder when they switched to calling themselves Japanese. Oh, now let's not get carried away. Okay. There's nothing more reassuring than the familiarity of one's native land. Is this the Reaper? On the other hand, oh, Sholmes. It's through friendship transcending international borders that one truly appreciates the fact. Such is my belief, at least. Oh, it's you! The miserable run spy! Hairlock Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing here? I have no intention of doing anything per se. Save observing, of course.
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
Well, having encountered some curious reading material in that gloomful room and having unmasked the secret identity of the eccentric pair, I decided I should drop in on my way home to see how a divested friend is faring. Divested friend is faring. Wow, it's a mouthful. Gloomful room. At least your accommodation here offers a window, my dear fellow. In that sense, it is the superior option. Anyway, I must commend you on your taste in books. My day's been a delight and cost me not a penny. Ah! You! How dare you! Hairlock Sholmes! Ugh. I've had it. I'm through. I'm at the end of my rope. I should never have come to Great Britain. It was a terrible mistake. Haunted by spirits and those accursed lodgings, no doubt my luck will be cursed in tomorrow's trial as well. My whole life has been damned. Be damned. Bit-ammed. Jesus. Cursed by spirits? What do you mean?
What are you thinking, Mr. Naruto?
Someone's... What's before, didn't he? You mentioned that once before, that his lodgings were cursed, I mean. That's interesting. And there is much truth in Mr. Mustache's words. What? Cursed is a wholly appropriate description, I would say. For the man's lodgings, and indeed, for tomorrow's trial. Wait, what's that supposed to mean? I'm interested to find out. What do you mean by cursed lodgings? But, well, cursed trials is up first. Mr. Natsume, what did you mean by what you said just now? About the trial tomorrow being cursed? Oh, no. Why are you looking so grave? You're making me nervous. I was just getting carried away, that's all. I didn't mean anything by it. Oh, I see. That's really agitated him. You don't mean trial really is cursed tomorrow? Somehow. Sorry. Are you referring to the prosecutor, the Reaper of the Daily? The Reaper? Oh no, what do you mean? Please tell me! Summarize it succinctly in 16 salient words. No defendant has ever survived a trial in which the Reaper stands for the prosecution. Ever. Oh my goodness! That can't really be true! That was 16 words exactly!
Yesterday, Miss Naruto successfully defended someone against the Reaper. But then, after the trial was over, the defendant passed away in unusual circumstances.
Mr. McGilden. What? I am impressed, Mrs. Sato. You have an eye for detail.
Actually, the Lord Chief Justice told us.
Mr. Sholmes, surely it can't be that having failed to have the accused convicted, Lord Van Ziek's killed the man himself?
Oh no, He couldn't have, surely.
Could he? You have some wonderful notions. Sorry. The man isn't a mass murderer. He's a court prosecutor, my dear fellow.
Oh, yes. Why, of course he is.
Oh, of course he is? Then why are you trying to scare me? It could be said, however, that the real truth about the man is even more terrifying than your hypothesis.
Oh my god, he's killed people.
What on earth do you mean by that? The Reaper. Jesus. Van Zieks is a quite exceptional man. However, in London's court of law, exceptional does not equate to winning every case without exception. That's good! Saki-san looks like he's gonna cry tears of joy. As you are no doubt aware, in a British criminal trial, there is both a judge and a jury. The judge officiates based on the letter of the law, whilst the jury offers public opinion and common sense. It is an excellent system whereby the defendant's guilt is considered from several points of view. However, public opinion in particular is somewhat easily manipulated. Right? Criminals and corrupt lawyers, for that matter, can use it to their advantage. Oh, he's a corrupt lawyer? By any means at the disposal, contriving evidence, calling in processes witnesses, and so on. By such underhand means, those who want to are able to sway the jury, which means that even in the light of irrefutable evidence, the prosecution can fail.
But it means the wrong verdict can be passed.
And sadly, is from time to time, my dear madam. It is simply the reality of the situation. And that's alright. However, those indicted by Lord Van Zieks cannot escape justice. Their fate is sealed.
Oh my.
Though the adjudication may see them leave the courtroom with their freedom, within months they all disappear. It's most striking. Disappear? But how? Ah, by all manners of misfortune, sir. Perhaps they're trampled under a passing carriage, perhaps they fall into the Thames. Thames. Thames? Thames. It's River Thames, isn't it? And drowned. Perhaps they're suddenly overcome by a raging fever, or perhaps attacked by highwaymen. Oh, no. Wow, I see, really? All examples of the reality of events here in London, I'm afraid, Mr. Naruhodo. Naruhodo. Wow, so he's corrupt. He's a corrupt lawyer. Huh. I knew it. I'm dead. Dodo. Done for. Doomed. Hold on. I think we can salvage this. When you said cursed lodgings before, you were referring to a room at Mr. Garrett's house, I assume? Do you mean to say you believe the place is cursed? It's been a year now since I came to Great Britain, but I'd only been in London a week before I started to notice strange feelings in myself. That didn't take long. That didn't take long then. Everywhere I looked, there were foreign faces staring at me, laughing behind my back. I was sure people talked about me. I started to become nervous about going outside. They were always staring at me, all the time, from dawn till dusk. So I shut myself away in my room, but even that didn't help. The fear wouldn't go away.
You must have been very lonely having been away from your homeland for such a long time.
I had to move a number of times, most recently to my room on Briar Road a week ago now. Yeah, why did you choose there? Seems a little inconvenient. Emergency? I have so little money, it appealed to me straight away. Of course, I asked why it was so affordable. The landlord just simpered and said,
The room is cursed! Oops!
He quickly tried to cover his mistake, but it was too late, so I told him. If you have something to say it! But if not, don't mention it in the first place! Yeah, well said. But it was true! It was all true! You mean the room really is cursed then? Ever since I moved into a windowless hellhole. My sleep has been plagued with nightmares. I awake feeling as though I'm being choked to death. In my waking hours, people are stabbed in front of me as I walk down the street. I'm branded a killer, thrown in prison. Nobody wants to know me. I'm surrounded by scary, sinister spirits. Interesting. If only there was someone, just one person on my side. Can no one find it in his or her heart to believe in me? Really, no one at all? To believe. Yeah, to believe. I believe you. Mr. Sholmes. Me, Mrs. Naruhodo. Pray, what can I do for you? It's about the case on the SS Burya, if you recall. The Burya. Ah, that case. The one with the snake? Well, yeah. At the time, I was a suspect, but you believed in me and listened to my side of the story. And you helped us investigate. I didn't I? Interesting. What I want to know is, why? Why did you believe me? I see. Yes, you mean... because you were a grimly dressed, shady Eastern fellow found with the victim in a locked room? Well, if you like, yeah. I'm a little surprised that the answer requires explanation, my dear fellow. It's quite simple, really. You said I didn't do it. But I could have been lying. Surely you must have had your doubts. You must have suspected me a little. Maybe a little. No, I thought you were guilty as heck. No. I think perhaps you misunderstood. I neither recall believing in you, nor in that which you were telling me. What? You see, the only things I believe in are those I choose to believe in.
What? What do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
I make up my own mind about what is to be believed and what is not. If I should like to believe in something, I do. The circumstances can hang as far as I'm concerned. But I could have betrayed your trust. In that case, I should have made an elementary error of judgment. Nothing more. Betrayal of trust is an overused excuse in my opinion. Meaning? Whether or not one should trust another is, in the final analysis, down to oneself. It is a matter of whether or not one can trust oneself. Yes, he's right! He's right! Locum student, Mr. Naruto Esquire! Whether or not I can believe myself. A defense lawyer is only as good as his faith is in his client. And that comes down to how much faith he has in himself. You're so right, Kazuma. Yeah, Saseki-san's gonna cry. Natsume-san, sorry. Well, my dear fellows, it is time we were leaving, I believe.
Already?
Visiting hours are over. The guard will be here shortly to escort us out. There is a restaurant near here that serves excellent trout. Would you care to join me? Sasaki's like, yeah, let's go. Just opens the door.
Dear, there's never enough time, is there?
Natsume, Mr. Natsume, if you'd like, in the trial tomorrow, I'd be happy to represent you. He's gonna cry. Welcome, student Miss Naruto Esquire. As I said, I only experienced a British courtroom for the first time yesterday. And although the man I was representing was found not guilty, I lost sight of something crucial. Something crucial? What to believe in, the defendant, justice or the truth, how to believe even. But I think I finally worked it out. I've decided I must believe in myself above all else, to trust my instincts.
Yes, Mr. Naruhodo.
And my instincts are telling me that you, Mr. Natsume, are innocent of this crime. And it's imperative that we prove that in court. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. I'll fight for your innocence until the bitter end with every weapon available to me. I got my gun, I got my pepper spray, so I hope you permit me to represent you tomorrow. As I said when we first met, I'd like to trust my fate to someone who will listen to me in my native tongue. Of course, Mr. Natsume. It would be fair to say, Mr. Naruhodo, that your mind was, in many ways, made up from the outset. You merely needed the events of today to fully realize it. Yeah, I think you're right about that. It's been a roundabout journey, but I got there in the end. Miss Sato.
Yeah?
Would you be willing to stand by my side tomorrow and help me in court? You gotta stop asking her that. That's her job. That's why she's here.
Absolutely. As I said this morning, you may consider me personal judicial assistant.
That's why she's here, man. You gotta stop asking her. It's like asking your colleague every day, you ready to do your work, man? It's like, yeah, that's why I'm here. Shocking events of yesterday's trial still weigh heavily on my mind, but it's time to stop looking backwards. Kazuma believed in me, and Mrs. Sholmes believes in me now too. So, it's time. Time that I learned to believe in myself. Saseki-san has no one. He's all alone, so it's my job to help him, to fight his corner. Tomorrow, in the courtroom, with all the strength I can muster, Is it a to be continued? To be continued! Wow, wow, wow. Well, with that, I think it's a good time to end the episode then, because it's been nearly 40 minutes, so... Okay, we'll do a quick save. Alright, I'm not sure what's gonna happen in court, but we're gonna find out! Yeah, but for now, I think I'll leave this episode here. In the next episode, we'll be in the courtroom again. I'm not sure if we're gonna have the same witnesses or not, if it's the OG5 again. I don't think so, but at the same time, I feel like the game developers will want to save resources and they'll put in the same guys. But I don't know. I don't think that's how it works. You know, because I don't know. The point of the jury is you guys are strangers to each other, right? But yeah. So for now, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, be sure to like, subscribe, and get that bell on so you stay up to date on all my latest videos. As always, be safe, take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace!